first smash. He won his 10th WTT Series title in Brazil against this man here. Some landmark victory there for Calderano.
Oh, it was an epic as well, that.
He played out of his skin, Duda.
Beautiful improvisation from the German there, fanning that one back across, taking everything off there.
Yeah, that's right, John. Nicely described there. He turns top spin into backspin and side spin. Great feeling from Duda. That was so heavy. Calderano couldn't spin it. He was quite impressed with that. The throw from Brazil. Usually he's the one dishing out that kind of treatment.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Duda's got game, and he's showing he's got a full awareness. Well, he's seen plenty of Duda, Calderano recently, has Duda.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of fortune there for the dude.
2-7.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing to see a number 9 next to his name at such a star-studded event. We should give him his flowers for reaching the world's top 10.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 weeks there now, Duda.
8-2.
It's a reward, as I said at the very start. And you speak to anyone around the German camp, he's never been let drift away from the A team. He's always been around it, hasn't he? He's always been there, part of every single camp, every single team, which speaks volumes for his professionalism, and that's what they tell you. His attitude, his application, his ability is something that they want around their best players.
Yeah, he must be one of the hardest workers in the world, Duda. A relatively late bloomer compared to many of the players you'll see here.
And this is great to see, right against left, trading blows way back off the table.
Duda dominating the early stages, but that backhand rip from Calderano away from the table, you're never really safe against him.
There's also a reminder, every time you see Calderano with his incredible athleticism, you'll have a reminder of that when he gets to the shirt change at the end of the game. That always happens, but he's a wonderful athlete, so mobile.
Yeah, he's really a jack of all trades. Grew up, loved playing beach volleyball. And he's a real intellect as well, multilingual. He can do the Rubik's Cube. A real acrobat at the table.
Oh. Well, he'll try anything as well. Misfire on the service.
9-6.
Just put it away, forgot about it, and then just flicks the next point to win.
Yeah, beautiful read on that service there from Hugo Calderano.
We'll come back to the Rubik's Cube in just a moment. That's got me puzzled, that one. 4 game points. Can he solve this puzzle? Hugo Calderano, or he's going to drop the first. Well, he's taken it out, has the German here. That's a really impressive statement start here to his encounter with Hugo Calderano, his rematch with Hugo Calderano. Benedikt Duda playing a super first game here for an 11-6 win. So let's just check in on the Roll of Honor champions this calendar year. And as that roll comes across, look who's here. Our 2 combatants here, Benedikt Duda, we're in Skopje, and then of course you have the run of Calderano, starting in Ljubljana, and then back-to-back in South America, in Buenos Aires, and then in his home country of Brazil as well. He's a guy who knows how to win. Can he do so at the elite tier level here, a grand smash? Because Benedikt Duda has other ideas. Now, just whilst they're coming back, Fraser, I think it was Rebecca, our co-commentator, who just told us that business about Hugo and Rubik's Cubes. He can solve it in 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's a genius, Calderano. There's no way to really beat around the bush. He's
Whoa.
an absolute genius.
And you know, volleyball player, great athlete, does that.
Yeah.
They should nickname him Nobody. You know why?
Why is that?
Nobody's perfect.
You know, it's quite difficult to be a top-level table tennis
Second
player
game,
as a
Duda to serve,
deep-thinking person.
love all.
You're going to have to expand on that.
What have I done?
One, love.
Power again from the left-handed German. He's a tremendous power player.
That was an awesome forehand flick. Really, really suffocating Calderano.
Oh, he ran around again. His eyes lit up.
It's harder to say who's stronger in the service game. It's harder to say who's stronger in the receive game. And in the rally, they're quite equally matched as well, although Calderano seems the more likely of the two to make a winner, particularly with the backhand.
One,
But there
two.
he missed contacts.
The gap between them is closed. Now, okay, Calderano's won both of the encounters, that 7-game thriller most recently, because the previous time they met, the only time they'd met in WTT before, he won in straight games in 2022 in Doha.
Left.
Yeah, remember that
One,
one. The second
two.
game was close. It was 12-10. But there, the most convincing game came in the last 11-6 to Calderano.
Oh,
3, 1.
by Calderano's standards, that was a little bit loose as he misses that one.
Doesn't seem too sharp at this moment in time, Calderano.
But he's sharp enough.
3,
And that's another
2.
feature of his game, isn't it, Calderano? If he has to, he'll play the long game. He'll play 7. He'll back himself.
Yeah, he is very good in the deciding game, Calderano. We saw that at the World Cup against Wang Chuqin, and we saw it against Duda in Foz do Iguazu.
Left. 3, 2.
Part of it is athleticism, part of it maybe that brain. You still haven't told us why elite level players don't want to be deep thinkers, was it?
Not in a match, because there's no
3,
time to really
all.
think. You want to really train hard so that the competing is easy. Takahashi, there she is, looking very studious.
Well, she was the Brazilian who really brought a lot to the women's singles draw. Ultimately bowed out, but after a couple of great performances, she lost out to Chen Yi in the end.
That's a massive confidence booster there for Benedict Duda. It looked like Calderano had regained control. Another one of those mesmerizing backhands. But look at the shot tolerance. Duda says, what you can do, I can do. Plays a rocket of his own.
He's struggling on serve at the moment. Just a quarter of his serves are yielding success. Well, the shot tolerance again was excellent from the German until finally he had to succumb.
Yeah, Calderano has that ability to hook the ball, so you're not always certain that the flight path will be straight. Duda second guess, Calderano went into the crossover section. Duda hit especially quite tall. That's an area that Calderano will be trying to pin. They'll try and stitch him and then stretch him. The second seed.
Left. 4, all.
It's a nice way to return a let cord.
Four, 5.
Just looking at Duda's form, actually he carried some good form into WTT champions Yokohama, and it took an absolute thriller in the end against Anders Lind, who just was on form that day, to see him off at the first hurdle there.
6, 4.
But it just looks and sounds as if Ugo's getting warmed up now.
Yeah, he's warming to the task. He's finding his feet. Such a freestyle Calderano. Because he knows how many gears he has to his game. He's got all the shots in the textbook.
And a couple that aren't.
Yeah, he's writing his own story, isn't he? As a real pioneer for Brazil. I mean, they've had strong players before him, such as Kazuo Matsumoto and Gustavo Suboy, but no Brazilian, no Pan American has reached this level.
And he's just getting control of this one, having won 6 of the previous 8 points available. They're all big points right now, as standing up and clapping there as Yegor Roscoe. Duda just has to try and stay with him right now. He's got that 1-game lead. You feel he needs to front run if he's going to have any chance here.
He's got to front run. And he's got to embrace the fact that Calderano will hit quite a lot of winners. Calderano has an uncontainable level of power. Duda just has to make sure he's doing the fundamental things right for the most part if he is to give himself a chance.
Eight, 6.
Well, Calderano there with a lovely receive, but you could see the amount of side spin Duda had imparted with that reverse. Both of these two men really obsessing over the fine details. You could say you have to get to this level, but I think it's quite obvious with these two.
8, 7.
And he probably still needs to get that serve win percentage up, Ugo Calderano, into an area where he's going to be able to use it as a platform. Because right now, Duda is just hanging in there.
Seven, 9.
It's a 2-point game again.
That was a beautiful elongated backhand from Calderano. Oh, great skill there, because there was not much backspin on the push, so he knew he could take the ball a little bit earlier. Really intelligent shot down the line.
And that decision-making
7,
there
10.
took that early step to the left, and it was a gamble that paid off because it earns him 3 game points. One
8.
saved by Duda. Are these two headed for another marathon match? It's been tight all the way, really.
Very spinny flick there from Benedict Duda.
That's a great receive, that. He saves another game point.
Time out.
Been impressed by what he's done, and his work has been sufficient to lead to a timeout for Ugo Calderano, who recognizes the significance of this moment here.
Para que ele não consiga, pelo menos, com muita qualidade. Mais rápido, rápido tuas pernas. Quando ele põe muito bom em qualidade na bola, rápido tuas pernas. Aumenta o nível da briga para tuas pernas se mexerem. Vamos lá, tem chance para frente.
So the thoughts and words there of Ugo's coach, Francisco Rolando. I think I've heard Adam call him Paco sometime along the way here. But you could just see it was a question of Calderano processing what had happened, what he still needs to do, because he still has the game point and he still has the ball.
10-9. All.
That's where Duda's been so good.
Well, that sent shivers down my spine there, John. That was an incredible counter from Duda. I felt like Calderano had actually miscontacted one of the spin shots mid-rally, yet Duda was so proactive, hot on his tail. That's not the first time we've seen that.
10.
He was 10-6 down. And Benedict Duda, who leads by one already, has a game point now on the Calderano serve for a 2-game lead.
Ten, 11.
But you never write off the throw from Brazil, who snapped into action when he needed to.
Yeah, the classic slow float half long serve combination that had the bat high ready to counter. He got a sense that Duda was going to try and grease the ball.
Again, you like what you see.
It was a nifty little backhand receive there from Calderano, but Duda equal to it, and again betters him with the backhand cross table.
It's been a feature of his play so far, pulling out a range of shots. Another game point for the German. And another game
11.
won by Benedict Duda. You never write off Ugo Calderano, and he has shown us in the past he can go about it the long way round, but this is a dream start for Duda.
Yeah, super spiel from Benedict Duda. Unbelievable match management. I can't say I've seen Calderano lose from that position in a very, very long time. What a fight back.
Takes the second, 13-11, having looked to all the world as if he was going to be dropping that game. It's a huge win. What a performance by the German Benedict Duda, who is surprising, I think, a few people here with the way he's gone about this one. Beaten by Ugo Calderano the last time they met in a final. He has decided to do something about it, and in this quarterfinal, he's won the first 2 games against the number 2 seed here in Malmö. But best of 7, remember, that's the territory we're in from this day onwards. In this event, of course, there's a way back for Calderano.
Here you go. When I call time, it's time. Okay? Third game, Calderano to serve. Love all. Love, 1.
Same again. Long run of points going the way of the German here, who, remember,
Привет, вроде не с тобой будем играть.
Привет, сори. Так,
Привет.
фух, так, разминаться надо тебе? Или можем играть сразу? Я тебя не слышу, если чё.
Можем.
Ну, можем начинать или разыграться нужно? А,
Да-да,
сразу играть?
можем начинать. Начинать.
Ага, окей, окей, окей. Так, я нажал. Сейчас только давай встанем, я стол поправлю, высоту проверю. Ну, ладно. Все, давай тогда хорошую игру сделаем. Пинг.
Это уж как получится.
Ну, это дело такое, да. Все, давай. Удачи. Ой, хорош. Извиняюсь. Ух, ничего себе.
Что, быстро, да?
Так. Да не, ну тяжко.
А ты
Мы с
уже
тобой
играл?
же, мы с тобой же мало играли. Ну, я сейчас играл, да, я где-то полчасика разминался.
Ну тогда понятно.
А что? А что понятно?
Ну, что устал, может быть.
Да нет, не из-за этого ты меня загонял.
Да ладно.
Так, а что ты расслабленную поставил? Мы ж на рейтинг играем. А то Ники заругает. Мы первую на рейтинг играли хоть. А ты рейтинговую выставил или не рейтинг?
Не рейтинговый, я уже проигрывал так, нормально все. Какая разница-то?
Ну, Ники говорит, что на рейтинг надо играть. Ну ладно. Если вдруг что, тебя дисквалифицируют. Не меня. Все, у нас, видишь, под запись все.
Да, конечно, конечно, я согласен, конечно.
Да, давай, готов. Сори, не специально.
Let serve.
Фух, хорошо.
Да уж не знаю, чего хорошего.
Борьба. Давай. О, фу.
Слушай, ты пришлешь тогда ссылочку на матч
Так
в личку мне,
у Игоря, ты не знаешь, где его найти? Ну хорошо, пришлю.
если удобно будет. А
Окей.
то просто
Да,
там
без проблем вообще.
ковыряться. Ага. Ладно,
Да,
отлично.
это 5 секунд делов. Да, спасибо большое.
Спасибо, пока.
Классно
Пока, всего
поиграли.
хорошего.
Давай, счастливенько.
Пока.
Пока. Игорь, спасибо за стрим. Пока-пока.